Looks like Ibuki's getting hit by a super. Shobuja! Looks a little quiet. I could probably pump up the volume just a smidge. A little smidgy. Smidgen. Oh, this is a classic matchup. I haven't seen this one in a minute. Neutral jump. Usually it's forward jump there. They're both good. Some characters I think you have to neutral jump to reliably get the TC. Oh, that was a super confirm. Perhaps a bit greedy by Makoto. I love seeing the walk-in like Parry by the Ibuki. Oof. Who doesn't take a throw there? What's Makoto gonna do? Super you? Hi. Whoa, look at all this. Oh. Was that close roundhouse? It looked like Ibuki. I would have thrown there. Okay. Hi everyone. Nice, the autocorrect super. Fun fact, if that knife going to the right hits, and the super also hits, it's an unblockable. But that's only possible on wide characters and only with a very precise super cancel. Ibuki's the forgotten unblockable character. Oof. I think Sean can do some unblockables with his ball, but they're like, you know, I think you can just swap the blocking direction and be okay. Yeah, that's me. The only unblockables worth shit in this game are the Mirror and Yagyu-dama. And maybe some Seiyambu stuff. Ooh. I thought if the hits were frequent enough on one side, it just, you know. The engine unblockables, I guess I didn't think about that. I thought if you had a one-hit unblockable, it was just, you know, really easy to block. The thing is, the super hits before the kunai does in Ibuki's setup. Whoa. So the multi-hit projectile is the super, and then the kunai is the guard break. I made like 4 videos on SF3, so you can just go watch them instead of hearing it from me here. But it was fun, and I can't wait to play more of it if you want the summarized version. My general 2 opinions are the mental stack is high, which I thought was very fun, and there's enough depth that we're gonna see gameplay change a little bit. Not a lot, probably, but it's like pretty engaging. Pretty much the limits of my knowledge of unblockables is I do my own unblockables on myself in training mode, and I verify that I can't hold either particular direction to get out, and then I just stop there. There's a input buffer. It depends on what you mean by buffer. There's like the normal buffer or whatever. Reversal window is still large, and getting 1 frame links is still free. Say cheese, then go die for me. What? Is this a reference? That's kind of cool using the stay medium kick to punish the close roundhouse, but I bet Makoto has better. SF6 is closest to? It's not really like any of the other games. I don't know. Reversal super. That is what she says. Say choose, then go die for me. I heard it. A Q. Everyone's favorite. Oh. Looked like she wanted to parry it, but it missed. Elaborate bait. Is that far stand fierce? Most Qs don't do that normal on purpose. Q's got no bust out there, so he's got a blocker parry or something. Honestly, with the way that the drive rush system works, either Geef's forward dash is going to be ass, or all command grab characters are going to be fucking OP as hell. I watched Cap Cup, it was good. I had a lot of fun. All the players I wanted to go far made it far. I was like rooting for everyone after a certain point in the tournament. Ooh, that air parry looks super weird. Okay. Ibuki can dizzy you. Oh, look at that. The punish. Very optimal. Yeah, you have to release down. You have to release down back and then hit straight down for that sweep. If you've never done it before, it takes a minute to get it, but then once you have it, you pretty much have it forever. Is that a parry? Will you stop blocking? Oh, she's going for it. She's hungry. Ugh. The high EX fireball starts as a high fireball, then becomes like both high and low. The stand strong whiffed on her. That's the saddest thing I've ever seen. Look at all his meter. What's it doing? He died. He died with his pockets full. Wow, jump in Tatsu. Red parry. What the crouch fierce. It was a crouch fierce, but it looked like the first hit of DP. I thought that was a 4-hit DP for a sec. Ibuki did too. She thought she was just parrying a heavy uppercut. But it was crouch fierce and heavy uppercut. Crouch fierce was super bad there too. That scenario is pretty funny. When you jump in parrying, anticipating someone to do DP, anticipating you to do jump in anything but parry. Any kind of meaty jump is often met with a DP. In that scenario, it's something you don't really see many players do, but a surprisingly good wake-up option for a lot of characters is to just wake up mashing stand jab. Oh, that's a punish probably. I did that once on accident versus a Ken. It was like a very good Ken. And then I like learned it and I started doing it on purpose. Down to parry work in the air. No, not since not since New Generation, I think. Gotta be forward. Like, I was playing against a Ken who jumped over me in the corner, you know, and Ken still lands on the same side versus Oro. So you get that kind of meaty jump. Pretty much, a lot of characters can do that pretty well, but Shotos are really good at it. And, oftentimes versus like lesser players, I'll do a wake up light uppercut because you can't jump over it, even though it kind of looks like you'd be able to. And it's very good against that kind of thing because there's quite a lot of... When you do like a high jump over someone in the corner like that, the air parry window is only 4 frames. And there's a lot of different times you can pull out the light uppercut, and it's like greater than a 4-frame window. So even if they go for an air parry, they have to go for an air parry at the right time. No, I think you still need a forward. I think you still need a forward parry. For Chun-Li's down hard kick. You can forward parry Chun-Li's down hard kick on the ground anyway. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, one time I accidentally... A lot of good Shoto players will do jump in parry and get it and then knock me on my ass. One time I did wake up, trying to do wake up light uppercut, I did wake up stand jab cancel to light uppercut, and the stand jab was parried and the light uppercut hit. And I was just like, Jesus, I accidentally did like... My execution error was actually like a 500 IQ wake up option. And ever since then, it's not very hard to do, so ever since then I've done it on purpose. Here and there. I've never had someone... And the light uppercut whiffs if in time, if the jab hits. Or his light uppercut recovers pretty quickly. Uppercut is a poke. Check out for air throw maybe. Oh, that was so nice. The walk in into low short electricity. And then he died. That was a really good wake up option in general for Ibuki because if it was blocked, she could super cancel it and just kill him. Ah, that jump ended up being horrible. It was a nice walk. Yes. After air throw, you can combo either SA2 or SA3 for Oro. And the SA3 one is particularly good because the SA2 one you have to be following a booger in. It's very possible to do. You just like throw the super up on a corner Dudley, which he's going to try and jump out of the corner anyway. But SA3 literally after any air throw, like if you just hit like light kick or something, you'll pick up Dudley. No, it can be 3 stone as well. You don't need a particular stone in the front either. It just works. It's not particularly hard to time either. In what universe would you not do some kind of wake up uppercut super there? She might get hit. Okay, I get scared. With the right air normal, I think Necro would have tagged her. Maybe jump jab or something, I don't know. Jump jab might not even killed. Light normals are absurdly weak in this game, but I think the air light normals are a bit stronger than the ground ones. No, that one you can't quick rise out of. I think. You definitely can't quick rise out of the booger one. I think you can't quick rise out of the stone one. I don't even know if you can quick rise or as air throw in general. I labbed that fucking years and years ago. All the other OTGs you can quick rise out of. I've played Melty, but not a lot. And never against a human. Ryu SA2 on Dudley you can quick rise out of. Ugh. Oh, block your toes! He ate like five crouching hits in a row. I've never seen that down back fierce hit on Ibuki like that. Yeah, Aura's OTG on Dudley is off of an air throw. It's probably the best OTG in the game. I can't think of a better one. It's the only one that's like actually viable. Oh baby. She went for a parry and got back fierce to the face. It was a high parry too. Ugh, what normal was that supposed to be? It looked like a Necro attacked again on the way down there. but I didn't hit. Oh, nice. Nice confirm. Yeah, my only guess is that somehow, for like a couple frames, they just left his hitbox on the screen thinking no character would be able to hit it in time. It's common for throws in this game for the characters to not immediately lose their hitboxes because there's like projectiles that can linger on the screen. And there's certain throws you can, I think, interrupt. Well, not interrupt, but like... there's a couple other OTGs. 12 has an OTG on Hugo, 2 of them actually, that are quite famous. 12 has a couple OTGs off of forward throw on Oro. I made a whole video on it, you can go look at it. It's called SF3 All Known OTGs. You can just look at all of them. There's one in particular with Akuma that probably you've never seen unless you watched that video. Akuma has a very, very not well known one. It's SA2 into Raging Demon, which of course is not possible unless you've got infinite meter. That parry's free. Might as well do it. It's meter. Oh, that's unsafe. That was an easy parry and it was an extremely easy punish on block. That was horrible. I'm sure Ibuki can just medium kick it. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know what the guild situation is per se with the OTG. You can cherry tap him and then combo out of it in an unusual way, and then you can reground him. Ibuki has an infinite on him, but I think the timer's not going during the resurrection animation, so you can't do anything with that infinite. You just combo him until you get bored, and then you drop him and he resurrects. Ibuki's loops into her taunt. It's like back strong, fierce taunt, and then he gets back into the slow crumple, the cherry chop crumple, and then you back strong, like fierce taunt again. Whoa! I mean, most people don't really know anything about some of the Gil's glitches associated with Gil because you only fight him for arcade mode, which, you know, you don't see that much. Probably should have spent the meter. How the fuck would you not super here as Ibuki? Oh. He didn't have a great opportunity to jump near the end. There was a great opportunity where I said, how the fuck would you not super? But after that, Necro picked good moments. Yeah, Ibuki's taunt's sadly one of the worst ones. What's funny is he did parry and then he punished with a confirm, but he still did the super even though he didn't get the confirm. Very awkward jump, but very good, I think. Look at all that dizzy. Oh, look at all that dizzy. Oh, that's third strike for you. Both characters are almost stunned. I've never played a fighting game where I like the dizzy mechanics as much as third strike. It's perfect. My one lament with the dizzy mechanics is that dizzy is very non-uniform. That's something they fixed in SF4 and SF5. Is that all characters can potentially get a dizzy with about the same number of openings. But sometimes it's fun to have like a character you can just like completely go nuts with the dizzy, and that's the advantage of picking that super or something like that. And there's like 3 or 4 supers like that. Most notable, obviously, Denjin, but I mean, I pick stones in various matchups for that, for the touch of dizzy. It's like Denjin in a way. Nice. That killed. I didn't think that combo was very strong, but I guess it's Ibuki health. Well, I don't think it was weak, but yeah, still good. But without the Keppa. But with the Keppa because it sucks. Ironically, if you have a punish, if memory serves, it's the strongest punish starter. But it needs to be a pretty big punish, because generally speaking, even when you have a punish as Alex, you don't get heavy clap. I mean heavy slash elbow. No, flash chop. Heavy flash chop. Final answer. Oh baby. Oh. Is that even gonna kill? Okay. The only time you really see Zangief's headbutt in SF5 is after you already get a dizzy in the first place. But SF4, every now and then you would see some pretty ridiculous stuff with it. There was one in particular that I remember seeing in a tournament. If you didn't know this, in Vanilla, Seth's dizzy was only 750. And in Zangief's up plus heavy punch headbutt was, I think it was 600 stun. So if it got a counter hit on Seth, it was just a dizzy in one hit. And I saw that happen a couple times. Like Seth jumps backward and then jumps off the wall to try and jump out of the corner. And then Zangief neutral jumps and hits up heavy punch, and Seth hits a button at just the wrong time and gets counter hit. And it's literally like yeah, you're winning, and then you made one mistake, and then you're dizzy, and Zangief gets a Ultra 1 with 80% scaling on you. And I think in Vanilla, Zangief's Ultra 1 did like 600 damage. And Seth had 750 health. It was crazy, because like factoring in the scalings, you would literally like get, with a full Ultra, you get like 90% of the opponent's life with that sequence. Oof. That being said, Zangief versus Seth in Vanilla was like a 7-3 in Seth's favor. Even with that, it didn't matter. My favorite novelty of Vanilla is that you can do ranked matches, but set the number of rounds and the amount of time in the round. And what a lot of players did was they would play Seth, and they would set the rounds to 1 and the timer to 30 seconds. And then they would just play Keep Away Seth, and then just jump off the wall or teleport if they ever got cornered. And then just, you know, do Stand Fierce, Jump Fierce, Sonic Booms. And a lot of characters could not, like, especially if you didn't realize you were playing for time. Yeah, I showed that off in a video once years ago. And not only does he have that sequence of medium heavy headbutt to medium headbutt, it's actually guaranteed as a punish for something that Hugo does in that matchup, which is the meat squasher. If Hugo ever does meat squasher on Zangief, Zangief can do something on reaction that Touch of Dizzy's in. Absolutely hilarious little matchup novelty. I think I saw Hugo versus Zangief like 3 times ever, though. Hugo is not a common character. I don't know. Jump strong or whatever it was didn't hit. No. You got the confirm, but didn't super because the first light kick was blocked. Understandable. A lot harder to react. I remember most characters, taunts, and alternate colors in Vanilla were locked behind survival and time attack, which no one wanted to play. And so most people only had 2 colors, and Montant or whatever for every character. The thing that really dates vanilla is that the roster was like 16 characters and then you had to unlock the other 9. And Seth in particular was quite annoying to unlock. You had to beat arcade mode with all 24 other characters. So a lot of tournament venues would literally just not have Seth unlocked. It was pretty funny. Or like they would only have a single station with Seth unlocked. Getting reset into Sumuji, you don't know which way to parry technically. That depends on the hit of the Sumuji. And I guess which version. He did that thinking it would work. I understand. That's a slow ass normal though. What if we did reversal super, it would have worked. Fun characters in this video. Necro. Ibuki. That Akuma. That Q. Ooh. I wonder if she can get like a juggle if she gets like a really high connect light. Peppercut. I think that's pretty unsafe if you actually block it. I don't know what Necro would do. Wow. You can down back during any Sumuji because it's not like she has an overhead follow-up. Yes, that's +1, baby. Juggle? That would have dizzied. It's alright. He got more meter out of it like this. Kudos back fierce and no corpse juggle. That's cursed as hell. Nice. What a good punish. RBS back strong there. Down jab seems nice and reliable though. Wow. Using a spin hook as a poke. Like the medium spin hook too. It's an accent? We'll never know. It didn't look like one. Damn, she towards hard kicked over the down jab. Jesus, make it stop. Red parry is super good against that move, the spin hook. The risk is not super high. It does knock down the light one, but it doesn't do a whole lot of damage for just the final hit. And if you get the red parry, you can fuck him up. Nice, cool fierce there. Cool parries and cool fierce. The red parry for that super is surprisingly easy to do, because basically as soon as you release back and hit forward, like it's gonna be on a hit. Just because it hits constantly. I don't know, they just made it hard to combo into. I guess because it's more rewarding, because it gives you that knockdown right there. Generally speaking, you can only combo into it on a crouching opponent. Although there might be some weird exceptions. I wonder if he could have mashed forward dash there. I don't think so, it was light super. Or I might have been able to mash forward dash. But Necros isn't as fast, nor as low. Oh, Necro does have a decent forward dash. Oki's a big part of this game, but it's not exactly hard to get. A lot of characters have Oki like everywhere. In SF5, they want you to have Oki in very specific scenarios. In this game, a lot of characters can get it, like... I don't play Ibuki, so I don't know if it's like stronger than just doing 3 mid hits. Oh, Far Fierce. You don't see that normal very often. She did the follow-up. It's got a little TC where you hit it twice. And the TC didn't even fucking hit. Oh, I would have got through in there. I mean, I would have got supered. I would have taken the throw. Okay, that time it was hard kick. Ooh, it didn't. The combo fell out. That sucks. He did back medium kick into medium spinning hook, and it fucking fell out. I don't know what the fuck Necro does to reliably punish close heavy kick. I'm sure he's got a range of options. But I thought that would be one of them. Well, if I was guessing consistency, I would have said just like, you know, back medium kick or back strong into super. The throw tag, beautiful. He could have buried that. It actually fell out and they got an extra hit. Hilarious. Those kind of things are, I don't know. Like, it's possible to know them, but they're so picky because they're so dependent on the height that Ibuki does the super, what character you're picking, whether you're standing or crouching. There's like a million variables. Oh, how much he mashes, I guess. Which version she uses. The heavy ones, I think. Well, it depends. Wow. Of course Necro's gonna tech there. No, he was like a frame too slow. He had to jump earlier. I saw the whole crouch like animation and throw still won. The down jab into the hit grab. Ugh. I feel like I got away with murder every time that happens to me. When a Necro successfully parries me, then whiffs the back medium kick harmlessly over my head. Nice. A lot of damage on this. Ugh, that must be hard to get on Ibuki. Generally speaking, Ibuki is one of the harder to juggle characters in terms of like picking up hits like that. Thankfully for Oro, she doesn't fall out of any of the weird stuff with his chicken. Cool jump jab. Oh, we got it. That backdash. She went for double forward dash, probably trying to cross him up. But even with 2 forward dashes, she didn't actually make it through him. Ibuki's, ooh, that's a punish. Ibuki's forward dash can be really good for repositioning. It's kind of more often bad than good, but it can be good. But she's got the proper forward dash with the quarter circle forward kick, so, you know, that's something. Oro's blessed in many ways. I feel that. I know we all played SF3 and we all had a good time and we all, you know, it ran its course. But I was a bit surprised to see SF3 is not going to be at like next Capcom Cup and not going to be at next. I mean, Capcom Cup's usually just the one game, but not going to be at Evo. And I'm just like, damn, we're just done with it, huh? Oh, that, see, he forward dashed out. That one looked like, I don't know, pretty similar to the last one. You're supposed to, the only way you get a punish on that half circle back punch overhead is to parry it, I think. And if you don't react in time, he just gets away with it. It's got to be at least somewhat usable. That super is to keep her safe from like an anti-air, but he didn't actually anti-air, so it did nothing. It fell out. His light spin hooks, he's fine. I wonder if medium has exactly the same range and speed. Well, I think medium's slower, but I wonder if medium would have hit there. SF5 is borderline a different game based on when you started playing it. SF4 was well liked while it was being played. And then right when SF5 came out, there was this weird thing going on where people acted like they hated SF5, which, you know, probably they did, but then also acted like they hated SF4. I was like, man, this game just came out and killed your love for both games. SF4, opinion of SF4 seemed to tank right when SF5 was new. It's like, oh, why were we playing this dumb mess? And they would just badmouth everything SF4 had. You can do whatever. Play... I think the extra little... If you want to get some prep for SF6 coming out, download the crack. And if you don't want to get some prep for SF6 coming out and you just want to play it like when it comes out, you're not going to be any worse after like, you know, 1 month of the game being out than anyone else. I mean, playing any Street Fighter game will get you better at SF6 once it's launched. Nice. Too far from the corner to get a juggle. That was light uppercut, perhaps. Could have been Hien, I guess. Wow. Ultra was my favorite version. The Ultra characters, probably we were better before them. Hugo was kind of jank. Poison, DiCapri, and Elena all broke the game. And Rolento was also kind of jank. All of them were kind of jank, honestly. But the changes, the Ultra changes to the Ultra Balance patch changes, I thought were really fun. Almost every character, I think, was their most fun in Ultra. And I liked Red Focus, Ultra Double, and I had no opinion on Delayed Stand, but I'm glad it was there. People were definitely bitter. People cared more about the balance with the twins than they did with the Ultra characters. No Ultra character was immediately strong. All of them kind of crept in. Elena was regarded as a low tier for the first like half of Ultra's time. DiCapri was thought to be okay but not great, and Poison was thought to be good but not great. And now I think that Elena is a strong candidate for the game's best character, and DiCapri is a strong candidate for the game's best character. Poison is also probably like top 10. DiCapri's probably top 5. Elena's probably top 1 or 2. Hey, Yun and Yang were cracked. I made it. Hey, Yun video. Go watch it. Bad Balance. Arcade Edition Yun. Rolento is pretty good. He's probably the most balanced of all 5. He's like workable, but not amazing. He's pretty good in some matchups. In some matchups, he's really annoying. In other matchups, he's just okay. Nice. Alright, this is a chance. Hugo's viable, but he's one of those characters where there's certain matchups that are just awful. But you can fight your way through them. Other matchups, Hugo's fine. Hugo is probably the most counterpickable character in all SF4. Ah, he went for one parry on the overhead. And Dudley did the TC. Wow, where'd it go? You can OS for that TC by tapping parry twice and then going for your punish, and it still punishes if he doesn't do the follow-up. Ooh, cool matchup. But it does make it a smidge harder. The thing about Vi versus Bonchan is, you know when they say, like, you know, 8-2 matchup, you know how there's still a 2 there? I think that matchup was, I think that set was the 2. If they played a longer set, I think Vi would have gotten washed. It's always winnable. That being said, I don't think Hugo's an 8-2 versus Sagat. 2-8. But it probably is worse than a 6-4. It's probably like a 6.5, 3.5. Ooh. Or even like a 3-7. Reversal demon flip got slapped by towards medium kick. Okay. Oh, very good. The forward super at tip range. He could super cancel that if it was parried, so it wasn't that risky. It looks funny every time I see it, though. Anti-air heavy DP. Oh, he tried to low strong whiff punish, and it didn't hit. Oof. That's a one-frame parry. I couldn't have went for it. He was dead to chip on the first hit, I think, so he had to parry the first hit, which means you had to parry post-freeze, and there's a one-frame window to do that. For that super. Because it's a 2-frame super. Cool. Didn't even get a punish. Better than eating the Tatsu, though. Dudley had ducking super to chase that, but he didn't do it. And that wasn't checkmate yet, but... Well, he should have done the parry there. I don't know why he didn't. But it was going to be difficult to live because Akuma was going to make it hard in some other way. He was going to dash up Tatsu or something. Well, probably not dash up Tatsu. Realistically, it was probably going to be like a... I don't know. Dash and throw. That throw went so far. Does Dudley have a car throw? I didn't think he did, but that one just looked big. I mean, everyone has like 20 car throws. But I thought all of Dudley's were bad. Oh, that's a car throw. Demon flip grab. Fierce to punish the super. Oh, cool anti-air. It would look like heavy DP, but it only hit once and it got like the weak hit. Ugh. Super can juggle there. I think he wanted DP super, but it's hard to know. Nice. Getting reset into stuff and parrying it is a good skill. And being able to recognize how many parries you need. Okay. Or versus Chun and Yun matchups. You would have more success with Ken. But, you know. If you want to be a hero, you play Oro anyway. I mean, the answer to any question like that is just play Yun. Or Chun-Li. Don't even play Ken. Oro versus Chun... No, I would play Ken against both of them. Oh, okay, punished. Quite an interesting punish. Dash in strong super. Okay. Not even that good of a trade for Dudley. That one's nice though. Oh, then you have words. Whoa, Dudley's letting this slip. That looked like his dashing car demon. What do you even do? You can't even be mad. I mean, the entire sequence of dashing car demon takes like probably like 40 plus frames. Probably 30 plus. Wow, nice. That's the ooh, I like seeing I like seeing the heavy top 2 setups from Akuma. The damage I think is a smidge lower than heavy uppercut, but usually you have some kind of like you have better Oki and better corner carry. Wow. Dudley's aggressive. You can afford to do that a little bit versus Akuma, it depends. Your damage does more than his damage because his health is so low. Ooh. Oh. Oh, the super disrespect. Could have killed him with anything. That's some nice Dudley play. Wow. Look at all that damage. Got a jumping combo and Dudley melted. Car throw. Very aggressive. He was dead if that was blocked. He's dead anyway. I've noticed Dudley players don't really uppercut that much. I appreciate. You play Shadow, they uppercut all the fucking time. Dudley player keeps it in the back pocket for when he truly needs it. Most people don't have a whole lot of experience in the Aura matchup. Sad or lonely? No. You only need one opponent to play a fighting game. I think a lot of people seem to forget that. It doesn't matter if there's 5 million players of the game or 200 players of the game when I'm playing one guy. Nice. I think there's something kind of nicer about a smaller community too. Like, it's nice to have your game be huge, but there's something lost. You can play SF5 for 5 years and never play the same guy twice. If there's like a player base of like 200 people, you're gonna be playing, you know, a bunch of people repeatedly. I've done that exact parry in tournament. Felt like a baller. No, I don't want to become famous. I missed whatever that was. Oh, it was the failed ducking. Okay, there we get to see it finally. Oh, Dudley gets wide for that. Is that a combo? 2 hit? No. Akuma was like point blank and jumped forward, and Dudley did down roundhouse, and Akuma's cross up still hit. Dudley's already a wide boy. Oh, why heavy? No, I understand why heavy is in case Dudley parried. It all makes sense now. Ugh. That looked really hard to punish. Nice, it was a bait. Ugh! That can hit, I think. It just didn't. You have to do like a first frame cancel. Jab into heavy DP. You don't see people go for that almost ever. And that's why. It's because it's catastrophic to drop. Alright. Q alert. Dudley's low jump is probably a nightmare in this matchup. Q already gets jumped in on like crazy. Oh, car throw fail. Oh, Q unique juggle. On most characters, I think you need the corner for that. Or has a bunch of juggles that only work on Q, some of which are useful. One I like a lot is 2 hits close strong. You can follow up with heavy fireball, then towards strong. On every other character that's corner specific, but on Q you can just do it mid screen. Alright, well, to start, that taunt was like worthless. When you've got that low health, taunting is just, it's not a mistake per se, but it doesn't do anything. I had something I wanted to do today and I don't remember what. I got hospital tomorrow. 8 AM to 4:30 PM. Yeah, closing in was the right play, but whether that would have done anything is hard to say. Ugh, it was a cancel into Karakusa. What do you want? Because that was a weird play. Yeah, over years of playing SF3, if I just looked, wow, nice. Super good cancel. If I just looked at SF3 as a bystander, I'd look at Gine and be like, this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. This is absurdly broken. And somehow years of playing SF3 has made me like tolerate Gine. It's like, well, there's counterplay. I just got Gine. Or I just got say Embu. Okay. This can kill if you want to spend it, but yeah, I was gonna say. Well, I don't know. The pause at the end kind of made it look like he did mean to spend it and just missed the piano. Yeah. He did low short, and Makoto somehow found time to jump out. Nice. That combo only works on a few characters. Sometimes I can't tell if the Dudley just wants the taunt to be over as fast as possible, or if he's actually trying to get like last frame meaty with it. So it can be good if the roast doesn't hit. It's not like you always want it. You get more meaty time if you throw the rose earlier. I would say Alex actually has 0 useful supers, but that's me. But yeah, there's like 2 characters in the whole game that have like 3 usable supers. The 2 I normally point to are Ryu and Elena, and even with them, there's like, you know, clear preference among most characters, or most players. Look, it's Alex. That would be really fun, actually. I would use that super. The thing about Elena is all of her supers are good, but SA1 and SA2 have a lot of overlap. And SA2 is usually a smidge better in the ways that they're different. So even though all of them are good, SA1 is so redundant that it's not really good. Hi. The shorter meteor is kind of nice. The extra EX is kind of nice. The fact that it works in anti-air scenarios is kind of nice. So you can get like anti-air low strong super 1. That is a really good EX to learn. I mean, not EX, red parry. That EX slash elbow. Ugh, that stand strong did a lot of work. Kill him with what? Okay. Look forward is fine too. Anti-air sweep. Back fierce is good. Back fierce is really good against a parry happy opponent because not only does it just punish all parries, it also is extremely. I wonder if there's a juggle there. It's also very unsafe on block. So there's a big incentive to actually block on wake up if you know that he's going to try for back fierces. So it's a very just pulling out like a single or like, and it's also quite rewarding. Just pulling out a single or 2 back fierces can just get the opponent blocking. That was literally Street Fighter EX2, and I fucking loved it. That was Excel in Street Fighter EX2. It was cool as hell. Oh, also it's Alpha 3, I guess. It's Vism in Alpha 3. And it's good in that game too, although, you know, it has some good and bad features. To pick Vism, you also abandon all your supers, which is kind of lame. I like how Alpha 2 had the custom combo and the super. That's what I would have liked for Alpha 3. And the custom combos were kind of busted in Alpha 3. Vism was the best ism for like every character. Wah! He playing that too. I think he wanted that. Is Light Kick Alex's farthest cancel? That's sad to think about, it is. If you don't know, stand Light Kick cancels for Alex, but it combos into fuck all. It combos into SA2 and nothing else. Alright, get this. Alex has, I think, 6 special moves. You got the half circle back punch grab. You got flash chop. You got slash elbow. You got the stomp. You got the knee shot, and you got the spinning DDT. Yeah, frame trap there. I wouldn't call it good to frame trap. Frame trap kind of things can be kind of parry bait in this game, and heavy flash drop can be parry bait. Anyway, Alex has like 6 special moves, and somehow, across all those special moves, the only meterless fucking combo he has is light chop. Like, what the fuck? Why is it like that? Why is he like that? Can't cancel to heavy chop, can't cancel to medium chop, not in ways to combo. Very specifically for medium chop you can. Crouching opponent or like mid, like Ibuki dash thing. Can't combo to air stampede at all from a cancel. For the knee shot, it's only the EX version. No version of slash elbow. That's one of my favorite changes to SF5 Alex is comboing into slash elbow. It is actually better than 12's only meterless cancel. It's a lot better. Light needle is fucking balls. Alex would be top 1 in the game if he could combo close medium kick to heavy chop. Because heavy chop combos into close medium kick, so he would just get infinite. If Alex got an infinite, he could start from close medium kick that was meterless. I don't even have words for how good that would be. Ooh, that was weird. He blocked the first hit and ate the second. He wasn't at chip health or anything, so it could have been a red parry attempt, but it was a weird time to red parry. What they should give him is towards fierce into heavy chop, or towards fierce into medium chop, and then make it so medium chop doesn't combo into towards fierce. And then I think you've actually got a halfway decent idea. Cancelable towards fierce. Towards fierce sucks. So giving it a cancel would give it a good purpose. And if he got some kind of like SF5-ish combo where it's like towards fierce heavy chop, like stand strong light chop, that'd be pretty good. I've never done Ape Escape, yeah. One of these days. The problem is I'm more busy than I've ever been in my life, which is why I've streamed like, you know, 3 times this year. Big damage, holy shit. That's like a little god moment when you're playing against the twins and you get like a jump in punish on their fucking dive kick. Those come rarely and they're so rewarding. Yeah, the busy unfortunately is taking me forward in life. I see the students who are a year above me in the program and they know what they're doing, and man, I wish I knew what I was doing. I was at the hospital on Tuesday, and there was a woman who came in with an ankle series, and I shot the entire ankle series quickly, unsupervised, and all the x-rays came out perfectly. And I was very happy. I knew all the shots going in. It's AP oblique, but it's a Mortise oblique, so it's 15-degree rotation instead of 45. And then the lateral, you have them frog leg their knee. And then immediately after that, I tried to shoot a shoulder, and I knew like 1.5 of the 4 shots. And I was like, come help me, show me how you do these shoulder shots. So I knew AP internal rotation was shoulder, okay, which is like, you know, the bog standard for a shoulder shot. And then I figured the second part of the routine would be AP external rotation, but it's not. We don't even shoot that one for part of the routine. Yeah, I'm an X-ray tech. And then we do transthoracic lateral, which I didn't even remember learning. And then we do Gracie oblique, which I knew and did, but I could have been a little bit better about it, but I knew how to do it. And then what else? Oh, the scapular Y view. I learned a completely different scapular Y view than what they do at my hospital. And I learned at PA, and every single person shoots at AP at the hospital. And everyone's like, how the fuck do you shoot at PA? And I didn't have the balls to pull the trigger on my shot. I could have just been like, I think this will do a nice PA shot, so let's shoot it. But I didn't want to have a repeat, so I was just like, let's do it your way. It was a kind of thicker patient too, if you know what I mean. Throw tech. Dudley try to throw him. I love this Yang color, where the pink slashes. It's the only one of his ults that changes the slash color, I think. Normally they're blue. This is Yang's secret color. Hi. I'm not even sure which one of Yun's colors is the secret color. Wow. Almost always the secret color has some little gimmick about something that only changes color on that. Or changes to a weird color on that. Such as Hugo's skin tone. I think there might be subtle differences to the color of Hugo's skin on the other alts. I think a lot of Elena's change her skin tone very slightly. But that's because there's not a lot to color on her. I sit at a computer in a hospital. I actually sit at like 3 computers, I'm not even joking. That's the computer that pulls up the work lists, and the computer that activates the X-ray machine, and then the the laptop that I bring with me because there's a lot of downtime between patients. I finally got one of those jobs. There's no onus to look busy. Ugh, it fell out. Oh, Dudley missed the cancel. I'm working at a hardware store for years. I could never be seen doing nothing. But here it's like, well, there's no patience. Just wait for the next patient. Bring a laptop. Use the laptop. Head-to-head 3S cab fit in the office, yes. There would be a bit of a tight squeeze, but it would fit. Ah. Oh, miscancel. The vast majority of the people at X-Ray are like 60 plus, which gets me kind of nervous. Like I'm gonna break someone's arm just by tugging on them. Not that I tug on any of my patients or anything. Did I tell you guys about the hug the box thing? I got a little bit of a download on this X-Ray stuff. I would always tell people whenever they're facing the image receptor, I'd be like, there's handles on either side. I want you to lean forward and wrap your arms around it and like you feel for the handles. And people would always like tentatively put their hands like out just a little bit and feel the sides of the box, and they'd be going up and down looking for these handles. I'd be like, no, it's further back, it's further back. It'd always take them like 30 seconds to find the handles. And I used to kind of guide their hand, but then I had a lady who like had a wrist injury, and she told me about it as soon as I touched her wrist, and I was like, oh shit, I can never touch a person's hand again. Anyway, what I say now is hug the box. And whenever people hear hug the box, they instinctively put their arms all the fucking way around it. And that's where the handles are. They don't do this tentative feeling along the sides thing, they just give it a big old hug. You have to choose your words super carefully with X-Ray. I've realized. I think I was talking about that last time as well. If you say turn right, literally half of all people will just turn left. And then they'll be like, oh right, and then they'll turn the other way. Telling someone to turn 45 degrees is a pain in the ass. A lot of people just don't know what the fuck you're trying to ask them to do. So what I've started doing instead is I'll move 45 degrees away from the image receptor, and then I'll say face towards me. And there's no like doubt. They just do it like that. And I never say turn right or turn left. I say face that wall. Face this wall. And I point. No, even turn to your left. We'll get half the people turning right. But there's like certain things you can say where people don't mess it up. A lot of people just don't know their left from right on a split decision. Like they know if they think about it, but they don't know if they don't think about it. Like they learned it wrong right when they learned it, and then they just got it wrong for the rest of their life. It's just hard-coded into them now. Nice jump in. I'm confident there was a dizzy there he didn't take. EXDP or something. Like, I'd say 99% of Americans will get right from left if given 10 seconds to think about it. But they start moving before they do the 10 seconds. No, yeah, go test it with people. Fortunately, I know my right from my left. But several of my friends do not. The L hand trick. One of my friends like has to mentally picture the fucking L hand trick every single time he has to think about right versus left. Yeah, and granted it only takes like a second, but you know, it's not instant. There you go, there's one right here. Oh, light machine gun blow is a poke. Fun. Can this kill? No way, right? No way. Ooh, it's killing. It's gonna kill. Oh. What's it like being an X-ray tech? It's fun. So your job is, well, it depends on what you're doing because there's floral procedures as well. If it's X-rays, it's most honest balanced character in the game. Makoto, no. If it's X-rays, it's just get the guy in the right position, and there's usually not too many extraneous factors that make it annoying. Well, some of my coworkers are huge people, and some of them basically hate people, and it's kind of funny to see that both of them can make it as X-ray techs for different reasons. I got some world-weary DMV-like coworkers, where it's just like, stand in front of the box, ma'am. Hold the cup, ma'am. And if they don't do it right away, you say it again with exactly the same intonation. Ma'am, hold the cup. In your left hand, ma'am. Hold the cup in your left hand, ma'am. And then I've got other coworkers who are like, you know, bleeding hearts, which, you know, technically speaking, from a bedside manner perspective, is probably just strictly better, but it seems to take a lot more effort. They'll like have whole conversations with every patient. Every now and then I get a little bit of rapport with a patient. It's fun. I had a pretty sad one recently, where there's a guy coming in for a chest X-ray series, and he got in both positions before I could tell him to get into them. Like, he immediately got into the chest X-ray position on the box as soon as I got it to the right height. And then I was like, I looked it over. I started to tell him, and I looked it over, and he was literally doing everything. Like, he was hugging the box, he had his chin up, he was leaning, he was rolling his shoulders forward, and he was like, perfect 0-degree angle from the box. Ugh, the jab. Why do you do jab? Anyway, I was like, okay, that's perfect. And then I went and shot his X-ray. And then I came back after I shot it, and he was like facing to the right with his fucking arms on the bar. And yeah, that was the sad part. It's like, wow, he'd clearly been getting a lot of X-rays. His lungs X-rays looked fucked too. 90% of the time, 99% of the time, if they're getting double chest X-ray, it's for, wow, cool juggle. He got the improper connection of the SA1 and then picked up a combo from it. But I joked with him as we were leaving. I was like, damn, you knew those X-ray positions better than me. Nice. Easiest patient ever. The one comment I always get whenever it's chest X-rays is, wow, that was fast. Or, is that all? That's what they always say. Shooting a pair of chest X-rays, the routine chest X-rays, takes 1 minute. So, like, you get a lady out from the waiting room, you take her to the dressing room, you tell her to change out of her, you know, top half, get her into a gown. And then you lead her over to the X-ray room. You wait for like 5 minutes for her to do that, and then you get over to the X-ray room and shoot 1 minute worth of X-rays, and then take her right back to the dressing room and tell her she can leave. And it's just like, you know, you spent 10 minutes dressing and undressing, and fucking 1 minute getting an X-ray. punish. You mean one PA and one lateral? You know what's fucked in the medicine industry is everyone's fucking last names. I know so many fucking positions for x-raying and various other things where it's just like named after a person's last name. Like I just mentioned the Grashy method earlier. But like, you know, fucking Trendelenburg position. It's like if someone goes into shock, it's like get him into Trendelenburg or fucking reverse Trendelenburg. I think it's Trendelenburg for shock. Reverse Trendelenburg is also known as Fowler's. A Sims position when you put an enema. You get him into Sims. What are some others? I know a bunch. But it's so annoying trying to memorize all this stuff when they're all just people's last names. What the fuck is a Rentgen anyway? What the fuck is a Sievert? I never thought about it, but Sievert must be someone's last name. Oh yeah. Long range EX Fireball. That looked awkward as fuck. Jabs? This Ken's got an unusual flavor. Oh baby. Look at that optimized low strong whiff to get meter. It's like I get the punish on EXDP anyway, might as well build some meter. Dudley's fully motion. Dudley's got 4 half circles and a DP. Oh. Weird flavor on this Ken. The way this guy plays makes me think he plays SF3, but he doesn't play Ken. I need more download time, but that Ken did not look very good. Thunderbolt was charge in SF. It was, I think, in New Generation and Second Impact it was charge, and then they just removed it for Third Strike, and then they brought it back for SF4. So this Thunderbolt doesn't even exist, which is why you never see Dudleys do it. It did nothing. That's why they removed it. It's useless. That's like the best thing you can do to a useless move, is take it out. It's not like Dudley's strapped for options. Look like Wake Up Low Parry, or Meaty Low Parry rather. Oh my god, this Dudley. This is aggressive. How the fuck was that throw tech too early? Dudley like parried the lowest dive kick I've ever seen, then still took the throw before Yon landed. Dudley has good options to chip the opponent out, he doesn't need another one. I think he didn't want the second one to be a cross-up. The way Dudley's playing this makes it actually look hella good for him. I don't believe it can be. But Yun's just getting like little errant hits. And then every time Dudley gets a hit, it hits like a freight train. Is this how you're supposed to fight Yun? I feel like I'm learning right now. Towards Roundhouse is the overhead, and it's like 16 or something. 15 or 16. It's quite fast. Most overheads are, or it might be, I don't remember. It might be even faster than that. Most overheads to be reactable have to be like 17 plus, 18 plus. I mean, there's different tiers of reacting. But 18 is kind of the safe cutoff for being able to react to it if you're ready for it. Oh baby. Didn't even get a punish. That was a bit bold to go for back fierce after all that. Those parries are not super hard to do, and also, oh, looks good. Yeah, I'd say most people are somewhere between 16 and 18 at fastest reaction time. So anything faster than 16 is like basically reacting to anything or guesswork. Like not necessarily reacting to an overhead. I mean, just reacting to the fact that Dudley did something. Urian. EX Mallet Smash was 15. It was in the unreactable territory. You can just take online reaction tests and then convert it to frames in your head. It'll give you milliseconds for most online reaction tests, and milliseconds, you know, frames are just blank out of 60. 15 frames is a quarter of a second, so 250 milliseconds. The one I usually recommend is a go or no-go reaction time, because that's like block a low but still block an overhead. So go search for an online go, no-go reaction test. Yeah, it's with input lag included. If there was no input lag somehow, then probably it would drop to like 15. Dead to chip, I think. Well, obviously dead to chip, but dead to chip on the first hit, I think. 1 frame parry. X-ray reaction time? Good question. I get a lot of people who move right at the end with an X-ray, not realizing just how fast the X-ray passes through them. So like I'll tell someone to take a deep breath, but if they have shitty lungs, often they try and take a deep breath and then cough. And it's like, did it come out okay? And it's like, yeah. By the time you were coughing, like the X-ray was long done. It's like a fucking 1/10 of a second flash. Ah, he went for parry and lost it. Not super risky, but annoying if you drop it. Hey yo, Dudley. Okay. Necro gets nothing for this, and Dudley gets meter, but he's full. Oh, he landed. There's no reason for Necro. Once Dudley hit full bar, there's no reason for Necro not to just fully mash it. Well, I guess technically he could have dropped it early just to see if Dudley would be ready to punish. Those look fancy, but they're really not hard. The impressive thing, I think, was Dudley being ready to still pick up the punish. That's not a bot. No juggle? I'm sure you can do something versus Dudley. I don't know if you can do much better than towards like kick. I wouldn't be surprised if we could do like another dash punch. A medium kick or something, I don't know. I think she gets a juggle on absolutely everyone after EX dash punch. And the only difference is the quality of the juggle. Like on Q she can get like fierce. I'm pretty sure. I'm not dead sure, but I think he was just, you know, he typed it that weird way. Just because it's funny. Ah, the slipping jab. That was supposed to be light machine gun blow, I imagine. Confirmed, not a bot. Nice though. You gotta react pretty fast to Makoto's forward dash. No, the video ended. It's fine, I got another one. Why is white just an eye color in the SF universe? There's various characters who just seem to have just white eyes, who are otherwise ordinary humans. I wouldn't call Necro an ordinary human. But like Rolento's eyes are white with no explanation ever given. Just like, yeah, I guess in this setting this is a natural eye color. There's someone else. I guess Sagat has white eyes, right? If I'm picturing him correctly. Or a white eye, perhaps. Who else? Does Dalsum have white eyes? Suddenly can't picture. Oh, Hugo I think does. No, I think Hugo has pupils in his portrait and not in his game model. I don't remember. Tables like change color. Alright, Dalsum white eyes confirmed. See, like, for characters like Dalsum, it'd be like, or like Necro, it's like, oh, it's a mystical guy. I think he did have a suit alt costume with like a fedora in SF4. And people actually did call him Swagat. Goki. Yeah, I think they're red. Gen? I can't picture Gen's eyes. I think they're white. Oh, what a... Bison kinda. Yeah, there's something funky about Bison's peoples too. Non-existence.
Are you ready? Go!
I think there's a few characters. I think Relentless like that too, where he actually does have visible pupils, but they're hard to see because he's got like white irises. I think white irises just seem to be a thing. But then the pupils are super white too, so I don't know. I don't know, they just all have really bad cataracts. Ugh. I hate eating that. I hate eating all this. I'm having flashbacks to every gun I've ever fought. See, for a lot of these, for Dalsim, I say, or even Dalsim for menacing, but I was going to say for Dalsim it makes him look more mystical, and for characters like Gen or Sagat or Bison, it makes him look more menacing. But then you just have Relento. I mean, I guess he's a boss.
Fighters ready. Engage.
When the fuck is there going to be a game with Relento and Abigail both playable? I bet they're friends. What about Sodom? Let's just get a final fight, put a fighting game. Nice juggle. Ooh. That combos, I think. You rarely see it. And then you get dash punch after that too, I think. You almost never see that.
Are you ready? Go.
Where's my Hugo and Abigail? Yeah. Twin players, I mean not twin, young players don't pull out the EX moves very often. Love that juggle. Reset attempt. Some variety. Normal, I think you do that without letting them land, right? Dash punch into... I was going to say parry into dash punch. That's what I meant. Might have been a punish, but he didn't commit. He chickened out.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Yun's full screen presence is quite good because of that dash punch. Because of that, stuff like that. Literally exactly what I was talking about. His ability to punish stuff is pretty decent. It's not a great move, but it gets the job done in various scenarios. Very few confirms into it, but when you can confirm it, it's usually his best ender. Definitely his most consistently available ender. Screw either way. Okay, now Yun... that might not have killed, but it was a bad drop. Sean and Sakura seem like they'd be friends. It's hard to think of a character that Sakura wouldn't be friends with, though. Yeah, EX shoulder is situational. EX up kicks is pretty good. EX dash punch is a meme. There's no EX command grab, there's no EX palm. Whoa! I mean, there's no EX command grab, is that what I said? Pow.
Are you ready? Go.
You can only land the turnaround grab as a punish, otherwise they'll be facing you. It was a very good punish. SF6 seems to be past 3. I'm trying to think of whether we actually had it confirmed. There's that down parry. He might have a combo into it with heavy hook into like the low hit grab or whatever, but you never see people do it because heavy spin hook, you'd rather just go into electricity or something. Back medium kick. The one place where you can combo into it, you can do something better. I've never actually labbed that. The heavy spin hook into half circle forward kick. I've seen it in like a combo video. It like turns into his back grab because the opponent's back turned. But you can't do a normal throw on the opponent like that. It's got to be a command grab. Back turn combos into command grabs, but not normal grabs. It's like that for every character too. Like if you're Alex and you do the heavy chop, you can't do a normal throw, but you can do suplex. Wasn't there a meme about that just today? Like Chun-Li's 53rd birthday just passed or something? I saw someone post that up. Street Fighter characters aged in real time for like SF2 and then up until this game, and then they just had a floating timeline ever since. So by this game, Chun-Li is in her 30s somewhere.
You win. Fighters ready.
Later.
Engage.
Wow. Wow. Optimal. Oh, I dropped it. It might be. I don't know for sure. I thought it was mid-30s. The most useless taunt. That was probably pure muscle memory. I think you do get some meter from taunting, so, you know, there's that. He can still win. At this health, a super just kills Yun.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Okay. Imagine if you could super cancel slaps. That would be so nice. Oof. Look at all the damage. Alright, now you just gotta build meter for the rest of the round. This is near unlosable even with the tier disparity. Okay. He won immediately. Early 90s? Maybe late 80s? The entire Street Fighter story is just there to be there. Goes beyond, it's like everything. Doesn't matter. It's not what we're here for. We're here to fucking have Yun punch Q in the face. No, Q's taunts do not carry between rounds.
You win.
There's not a thing in this game that carries between rounds besides meter.
Now.
12.
Are you ready?
Fighting game lore is basically the same as like Hello Kitty lore, Sanrio lore, where like it basically just exists because people like to talk about it. No significance whatsoever. It's like you just get told that Batsmaru like has a pet alligator, and that's it. You know. There's nothing beyond that. Like you just get told that Kimmy likes cats, and that's it. There's no payoff. No relevance. There's just people like knowing little facts about stuff.
Prepare to strike. Now. You win. Are you ready? Go.
There's a guy right outside my window, clipping some hedges, or mowing a lawn or something, and man, I hate him. One of the few fighting games with a semi-consistent timeline, but then half the endings are fucking non-canon. It pulls the same stunt Mortal Kombat does.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Nice. We get the pure idea of how much damage that does on Yun. Looks like 40% maybe.
Final round. Go.
I don't know, if you're... I mean, I guess, hence the semi, but like, in that way it's no different from any other fighting game. I feel like the vast majority of fighting games have like a bunch of non-canon endings, and then like one of them was just like, you know, some ending was just picked as the canon ending for the next game. You got like shit like Blaze Blue doing that. Every Mortal Kombat game doing that. Street Fighter. Most of the endings don't conflict in any way, so it's possible they all happen. I guess every specific character kills Bison in Alpha 3. And they can't have all done it. I've never seen Gil's ending. So the one where he turns everyone into fucking little gills.
Alright, that's cool. Fighters ready. Engage.
Where he turns Alex into a gill or something. Into a gill. Do you guys know about the Reiko ending in Mortal Kombat 4? It's very funny. Reiko in Mortal Kombat 4 was just like a literal nobody that they made to replace, I think, Noob Saibot. They're one of the ninjas, one of the male ninjas. They just made like a different character to replace. And he had like no lore associated with him. Yeah, Mortal Kombat has funny endings in general. So Reiko's ending in Mortal Kombat 4 was just like he wins and then he walks into a portal and then it's like over. And there's just nothing. It's just like a nothing ending. You learn nothing about him. And I guess they were unsatisfied with that ending because literally nothing happened. So what they did for Mortal Kombat Gold, they expanded it so he walks in through the portal and then walks out in like Khan's throne room and yeah, puts on Khan's helmet, Shao Kahn's helmet. And then like there was a lot of like discussion when that happened. It's like, oh shit, Reiko is actually Shao Kahn, and that was like a big like conspiracy theory for a long time. And who knows what the fuck NetherRealm were doing? They're just stirring the shit pot. And then in, I think, Deception, they reveal that Reiko is, like, sycophantic towards Shao Kahn and, like, wants to be him and, like, sneaks into his room every night and wears his helmet. Or, like, sneaks into the throne room every night and wears the helmet, I mean. Which is probably the funniest direction to take that. There's a lot of tongue-in-cheek humor with the Mortal Kombat lore. Yeah, Reiko's still a nothing character. There's like 2 characters from modern era 3D era Mortal Kombat that are not nothing characters. There's like Kenshi, and then maybe like are there even more? Asura's got a little bit of lore. Shujinko has some fun lore. Natara maybe? I can't believe Natara hasn't come back. Kenshi's the best character from that era by far. It's not even a contest. Asura and Natara would be pretty cool to come back. They're both cool characters. Tanya's kind of cool. Game Boy versions of Mortal Kombat games have been by and large extremely shitty in my experience. I didn't play them all. I played the Game Boy Advance port of Mortal Kombat 3, and it was a lot worse than the console versions. I played Mortal Kombat 1 on original Game Boy, and it fucking sucked balls. I played Mortal Kombat 2 on original Game Boy, and it was okay. There was Deadly Alliance on Game Boy, or Game Boy Advance, but I think it had another name, Tournament Edition or something.
Now, battle.
Deception on PSP was fine.
Fighters ready. Engage.
It was just Deception. Mortal Kombat 3 also had a DS port, and that one was fine. It was a very decent port, from what I could tell. I didn't even know there was a Mortal Kombat 4 Game Boy game, though. There's a Tekken on Game Boy Advance. Anyone play that one? It's bad.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Thought he was gonna hit the mirror. How about Alpha 3 on GBA? Anyone play that? That's the one where if you want to do mediums, you have to hit... There's light punch and heavy punch only, because you only have 4 buttons on GBA. So to get a medium button, you have to hit light and heavy at the same time. It's extremely awkward. That being said, the game actually seems to be represented somewhat faithfully.
Final round. Now.
I think there was also an SF2 on GBA. Turbo Revival. Right? But again, GBA doesn't have enough buttons. There might have been an alpha game on color as well. Alpha 3 on PSP seemed good. I had a good time with it anyway. Basically, until PSP, fighting games on handheld were just garbage.
Fighters
I grew up with Killer Instinct on Game Boy, the original Game Boy. It plays pretty well. It plays like Mortal Kombat 2. I never knew what I was doing. I was a, what do you call that? I was a little button player. You guys know about little button? You find one move that works and then you just patiently wait and hit it.
enter the heat of battle. Go for it.
My little button was Spinal Sweep. It's got a little sliding sweep. Like fucking ST Vega. And I would just hold down back and occasionally do that. And I did beat the game once. Took a long time. Shang was a pretty cool character in his own right in in Mortal Kombat 3.
Final round.
With all the fireball stuff. And Mortal Kombat 9 as well. Had kind of a similar flavor. Yeah, there's a lot of fighting games, bad fighting games especially, where stuff like that is very viable. Oops, I just dissed on Super Turbo. One of these days I'm going to have a stream where I just play all the extremely shitty fighting games I occasionally talk about. I'm just going to do a full Time Killers playthrough. Ooh, nice. It's unbelievably aggressive style versus Akuma.
Enter the heat of battle. Go for it.
I loved reading about HD Remix when it was in development. David Sirlin's little fucking articles. And then it came out and it got played a little bit, but not a lot. I'd have liked to see more. How about Ultra SF2? I saw that played exactly like once. And it was 2 Violent Kens both fighting each other. And from what I understand, Violent Ken was like top tier. One thing I do appreciate was there was a lot of pad-friendly stuff that HD Remix did.
You win.
and as a pad warrior. I like that. I think Snake Eyes either won or came in second in like a huge HD Remix tournament that was like before he was known in SF4. I think he played like Geef in that game too. Don't quote me on that. Go ask Snake Eyes for the full story. But I'm pretty sure he was a very good HD Remix player. Anyway, the reason I bring that up is HD Remix did a bunch of stuff to be more pad friendly. And they Snake Eyes pad warrior. Ooh. One of. It was kind of unheard of before, like, the 90s. I mean, not the 90s, the 2000s. To play a fighting game on pad. You were just seen as being an idiot, basically. And fighting games were less, like, it was harder to play around. There weren't... Pads that were as good didn't exist yet. And then a lot of fighting games... Ooh. Oh, it didn't even hit. I thought it was cool. It was literally just seen as, like, I can't afford a stick. It's like the same way that, like, people who play on keyboard nowadays. It's just like, you know, it's like, bro, just buy a hitbox. It's like that. It just comes across, it came across as a budget option. But yeah, fighting games since then have become a lot more pad friendly, and so there's no real downside to using a pad, so now it's basically just player comfort. And in fact, there are a lot of people who are like, wow, pad could be a lot better for blank specific thing. Having a shoulder button to hold might be really nice for Cody Zonk, I don't know.
Are you ready? Go.
Nice. Damanos. I'm not a Dudley player. I would have hit Damanos EX Machine Gun Blow. Probably hit. Yeah. No, 2 hit. Okay, got him before he landed. Oh. 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 This can kill, right? This kills. The double... I love the double uppercut combo. That's like my favorite Dudley combo. It's so funny looking. It's not super hard to do, but it's not free. The pads with 6 space buttons are still commonly used. The Hori Fight Commander is one that you can go look at right now. That just had a... Not super recently, but had a new version pretty recently. I actually have one sitting here, but I don't use it to play. One of my friends uses it to play. It's like the Sega Saturn style pads. Actually, my favorite Dudley combo is the one where you get the really high connect SA1 into the normal connect SA1. I always like the controllers with the discs. I have very good execution on those compared to everything else. But a lot of pads have like the plus sign D-pad, which I find to be a lot worse than the disc ones. But a lot of people like the plus sign ones more, so, you know, it all depends on what your execution is. I remember the Neo Geo Pocket Color. Tier stand medium kick first Akuma ever. One of my friends got one. I remember going to his house and playing a King of Fighters game of some variety. Or it might have been, you know, something else. Might have been Fatal Fury or something. It was some SNK fighting game. Someone give me a list of all SNK fighting games in the Neo Geo Pocket Color. Ooh. Oh, he went for it again. That's cool. Oh, 1 hit only? Ugh. People got robbed.
You win. Now. Prepare to strike. Now.
I think years ago, like 10 plus years ago, I used to watch Shend videos on YouTube. The Shend. And I tried to find the shortest video on the whole channel. And I found one that was like a 50-second match. Like the whole match was 50 seconds. And it was Dudley versus... It might have been Dudley versus Akuma. It's Dudley versus someone. But the second round was like over by 92 still on the clock. It was literally like jump in into super, into overhead into super, into low jab, or low short super. He just landed 3 supers in a row. And ever since then, whoa, very nice. I consider that getting Dudley'd. I mean, it is the fat damage. He does do fat damage. But it's that every mix-up, every super knockdown leads to a 50-50. That also leads to a super knockdown. So once Dudley has some fucking coins in his pocket, he can just kill you if he's lucky enough. Oh, where's the confirm? I just jumped a little short, smart, but it didn't work. Oh, parry attempt? I don't know. I'm sure Dudley could do like ducking super there. Nice. Oh, very nice. Parry into it? Yeah. What the fuck? Staying short? Slipping jab? Okay. Light super is essential in this game for like 5 characters. Probably more than that. Probably like 10. You got like low short EX Rekkas for Yang. Low short super for every Shoto. And also Dudley. You can do low jab, flash kick for Remy, I guess. Here's some others. Low short dash punch for Yun. Wow. If it's super specifically, I think there's still some more. It's actually super obnoxious having a Dudley who knows how good towards forward is as a poke. Oh yeah. That makes sense, I guess. When people ask me who are the best normals in the game, I usually say Dudley or Chun-Li. The thing about Dudley has the best variety of normals, but Chun-Li's are like, I don't know, the stupidest. Like, Chun-Li has a few normals that are exceptionally good, and Dudley has an ass ton of normals, which, when all used in their proper situations, are exceptionally good. Look at that towards forward, or towards strong, rather. Towards forward is the step punch. I guess they're both step punches. He's facing the camera for towards strong and facing away from the camera for towards forward. Towards, or close round house. I rarely have Akumas pull that out against me. It took me like a year to realize it's an overhead. I just be like, huh, I thought I blocked that. Mostly just because of how rarely I saw it. That's fair. I think both of those are pretty true. Playing Dudley at a low level is not too hard. If you're just doing stuff like down roundhouse into ducking upper, it's not too difficult. Oof, he's dead. Landing from that was a nightmare. Really good play by the Akuma.
Now. Prepare to strike. Now.
He probably could have rolled after that, but I don't blame him for not doing it. Scary. Especially because there's two different teleports that can go past you like that. Ooh. The TC, baby. Yeah, there's too much shit that can go wrong. Even if he just jumps and then air tatsus you while you're parrying it.
Prepare to strike.
There are two separate Dudley versus Ryu tournaments on YouTube. I'm not even joking. The second one was just a reference to the first one. It looked like he was buffering some KKZs right there. Oh, Demon. Oh, if that hurts on twin health. Wake Up Demon is very decent. Either Reversal Demon or using the forward from the Demon motion as a parry. Both of those are very doable. No, I cannot link them. You'll just have to go on YouTube and find them. Cool little confirm into the Carther there. Wake Up Demon is one of the best times to use Demon, but a lot of people don't do it. Oh, it is SA3. I didn't fucking notice it because it's covered up by the logo. Bless. Alright, let's see it. Oh, now here. Oh, Outage done it. Air Tatsu into SA3. It would work. Yeah, the gimmick tournaments, they were fun. Backups were fun. Oh, we'll come back once SF6 comes out. I'll do at least a few. Hey, with two Ys. You must have a crush on me. Oh, ah. He didn't get punished, thankfully, but that's really the big difference between SA1 and SA3. Oh, look at that one. That's a flirty ass A right there. Dizzy? Hi. I woke up at 7 AM today, and I don't do anything today, and it was just like, you know, good day for a stream, I guess. Just watch some Third Strike and chill. You guys want to know the kind of person I am now? I got assigned an essay last week that was due on the, I think the 14th of March or the 15th of March, and I did it on the day it was assigned. I was done by 2 AM that night. It wasn't a super long essay, it was probably about 4 pages. The essay was on contrast media. The thing is, I've got so much stressful stuff in my life that I didn't want an essay hanging over me too. So because I had everything I needed to do to just knock it out, I just knocked it out. Fellas, I got a 10-word essay due by next Friday, and here I am watching the stream. That's one of my all-time favorite Twitch shitposts. It'll start as like a 100-word essay, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" It's like 10 sentences, and then eventually people are like, you know, just shitposting even further with it. I got a 5-word essay due in 200 years, and here I am watching Twitch. If it's only 5 words, I don't want to waste a word on the. Those 5 words have to count. What's another really good one? One of my all-time favorites is the guy coming in to complain that whenever the chat moves really fast, his laptop starts to get really hot and it starts to burn his thigh. And he ends it with, "So if you don't want me to burn my thigh, then stop posting things so quickly." It's like something like that. Like quality shitpost. Brown Fox jumps over the... I heard a funny thing recently. You guys might have seen it already. But it was like, you know how quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog is like, oh, it's a fairly short, easy sentence that contains all letters, so you can use it to evaluate handwriting or whatever. The one I saw was a shorter sentence that also contains all the letters. And the shorter sentence was, "Sphinx of Black Quartz, judge my vow." It was something like that. And everyone's like, oh my god, this is the coolest sentence of all time.
Now. Are you ready? Go.
If you ever want to win a game of Hangman, choose the word jazz.
Are you ready? Go.
Nice. Punish for the confirm, baby. He didn't turn around. Might have been able to save that with medium kick. That's the one saving grace of the twins is, man, they bleed. I love that whenever I get a SA3 combo on them. And I just drain 75% of their health in one go. Is that all letters? It looks like it. Pangram, funny name.
Go for it.
We need some additional letters. I got Pangram instantly, it's just got all the letters. Oh, that was nice. This Ken's on it, he's got those. The overhead no super? He doesn't have those. This could probably kill.
You win.
It was a perfect overhead. Both hits, crouching Yang. He had the super meter. He was just a bit early. Nice. I don't know if it was a shit post or what, but anyone remember back when Siglemic used to do Mario 64 runs and they were really popular on Twitch? Someone came in and posted, "It's my first time here and I got in right as he's starting a run. What are the odds?" It was something like that. What are the odds that I'd come in right at the start of a run? And if you've ever seen Mario 64 speedruns, the answers are very high. Because if you make a mistake in the first, like, 5 minutes, you just reset. Probably in the first, like, 30 seconds. You just reset. Well, okay, not in the first 30 seconds, because the first 80 seconds are a cutscene.
You win. Now. Fighters ready. Engage.
Down fierce. It's a tricky angle. If you stay on the same side, it's not too bad. But if you eventually swap sides, it becomes a nightmare to parry it. I think at least one parry, you can parry right, but your character parries it left or vice versa. And then you can use that to react to when you have to do the direction swap on the parries. The first parry will autocorrect once you swap sides, but then all the rest won't. Very annoying to have to be able to do, but possible. Yeah, one other problem with this game is they put a skeleton on everyone for when they get zapped. No, I never really cared about any time show game. But there's no gimmick skeletons. Like 12 doesn't have a skeleton, and we don't get to see Q's skeleton, we just see his outline. So I guess those are the closest things to gimmick skeletons. But like half the skeletons in Darkstalkers or Blaze Blue have like a joke hidden in them. I think somewhere in Hat in Time there's like a picture of the Hat Kid's skeleton, right? And she's got like a bone in her ponytail. And at first I took that to be a joke, but then the Hat Kid is supposed to be an alien or something, isn't she? So like, maybe she does have a bone in her ponytail. Very nice. I don't know what the fuck Pokemon Infinite is. That reminds me, I beat Pokemon Scarlet the other day. Good game. It's actually my new favorite Pokemon game, like no contest. My favorite was Black and White, followed by Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but now Scarlet Violet just blows it out of the water. Doing a stream playthrough of Black and Scarlet sounds kind of fun. Omega Ruby was... that was probably the last one I played before Scarlet Violet. No, I played Sun and Moon. And that was first, right? Yeah, there were a lot of really good decisions, but I think the thing that really caught me off guard was how much variety of each playthrough you could have. There's so many Pokemon you can grab. What would be my gimmick if I did a stream playthrough of that game? Ah yes, I would release my starter immediately and catch Spidops. And then do the entire playthrough with the Spidops. And no other Pokemon. This is kind of embarrassing, but I didn't know about the Sky Taxis or whatever for like 2/3 of my playthrough. So I like was waiting for an HM for Fly or something. I didn't really think it would be an HM, but I thought I would just beat a gym leader and then get the ability to fly. And that didn't ever happen. Anyway, because of that, the planet is like the continent you're on is ring shaped, and I just did. You start at the bottom and you can go either way around, so you get like, you know, a clear progression going up to the left or a clear progression going up to the right. But I went up to the left, and I came down to the right. So I had this weird situation where I was fighting like, you know, like level 50 like stuff for a little while. And then the last 2 gyms I had to do, I was fighting, they were like level 15 gyms, or like 20 and then 15. And they were just free as shit. One thing that I kind of hate myself about was I did a playthrough with only Gen 9 Mons. And there were a lot of Mons that I would have loved to use, but I was too busy using Gen 9 Mons. I used a Glimora, a Pomot. I picked the duck, the Quackaball. What else? I used a Haxorus. That one was last edition, so that's why it wasn't a Gen 9 mon. And it was more along for the ride than anything else. It barely fought. I used a smaller for a while, and then I ditched it at like level 30 when it was fully evolved. What did I replace it with? I replaced it for a Bramblin for a bit, and then I evolved that one and I got rid of it. What the fuck? Gen 4 you needed, yeah, there were like 8 HMs and you needed all but the defog, I think. You might not have needed Rock Climb. I don't remember. What was the other ones?
Are you ready? Go.
I don't want to boot up the game just to see my team. Oh, I used to think Tom. How could you not, right? Tinkaton is unfathomably based.
Final round. Go for it.
I like how everyone else seems to like Tinkaton too. I thought it was just me. I was like, wow, I like this Kirby enemy and its big hammer. And then it turns out that Tinkaton, whoa, didn't commit though. It turns out that Tinkaton is like generously the most popular mon of this gen. Wow.
You win.
Everyone be making reads these days.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Tinkaton is literally a Kirby enemy, and Impidimp is literally a Dragon Warrior monster. A Dragon Quest monster. Every time I see those two mons, I'm just like, you're in the wrong franchise. Double DP. I'm doing alright. Normally you see that super cancel with SA1. Seeing it with SA3 is super weird. It worked out for him though.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Tinkaton looks like they meant to give it pure power, but then didn't. Mold Breaker is a good ability, but not a good ability on Tinkaton. Although you do have the rather amusing power to
Final round. Go.
encore a Golden Go. I caught a Great Tusk, and I got like the Elder God of fucking all Great Tusks. I think all legendaries have some perfect IVs, and my perfect IVs were like
You win.
attack and speed or something, and then I got like an adamant one.
Fighters ready.
Mold Breaker basically does something different for every mon that gets it. It's one of the most interesting abilities in the game. It all depends on the meta that mon functions in. I think Mold Breaker prevents, what's it called? Multi-scale from activating, which is pretty funny. Yeah, it prevents Sturdy from activating. What are some other ones? Using Earthquake to hit a levitating mon. Very fun. Mold Breaker Excadrill versus like the Lotties.
You win. Are you ready? Go.
Third Rekka. Yeah. Rocks against Magic Bounce, I forgot about. And I guess you can kill, what's it called? Shedinja. Never thought about that. Kill Shedinja with any move. Wow, SA2, and it worked. That does a grip. I haven't seen the damage on that in years. That looked like a punish. Hard to pick that up. Well, it depends. Depends on how much of the Tatsu you actually block. You punish with a standing move is really the more impressive part, I think. Oof. Oh, the midair connect. That's why so many people, when they anti-air, they make the opponent land into a low. Because you rarely get that. The hit stun on Akuma's dive kick is kind of wild. I don't think it's actually that high, but every now and then I see it combo into some weird stuff on the ground. Where it looks like it shouldn't combo. Something about it is just dishonest, but I can't put my finger on what. That dive kick out of a normal jump, that is. I think the dive kick out of Demon Flip you would expect to be large. Ooh! You can still do that with SA1, but I think it's easier with SA2 because I think SA2 is faster. Don't quote me on that though. He's got a super that's not 1. It looks like it could be 2, but it could be 3, but I can't tell because it's directly behind the A. Ugh. Oh wow, that just killed.
Are you ready? Go.
I remember thinking to myself after Gen 5 when they made Sturdy work the way it does now. I remember thinking if they ever do like another game with like a giant cave of Geodudes, it's gonna be a nightmare because they're all gonna have Sturdy and they're all gonna know like self-destruct. And I feel like that's never actually happened since then, or maybe it's happened like once. It looks like 2 based on the width, I would say. We'll never know. But when they remade Gen 1 after Gen 5, it was the Let's Go version. Which I think didn't have abilities, right? It's already annoying as fuck going through any cave full of Diglets when they all arena trap you. One half of them arena trap you, I guess. If that was a real game, I'd probably buy it.
Are you ready? Go.
Hi. Olin Diglet's funny. Oh, I just remembered Wiglet. I kind of wanted to use one, but I didn't. Nice. There was also
Final round. Now.
Wattrel. I wanted to use that a lot and I didn't. Wattrel's a cool Pokemon. One of my new favorites from this gen. I'm a huge sucker for when the Pokemon is just an animal but with some element. Those kinds of mons I love. Like Growlithe. If it was an elemental animal, instant A+. And that's what Wattrel was, and Kilowattrel. Centipede, but it's on fire. A+. Oh, double DP anti-air. What's another one?
Fighters ready. Engage.
Hey, a Swan, but it's on water. That Parry was probably... what a bad punish. I would tentatively say that Porygon's not elemental nor an animal. I believe Spheal is the perfect design. I think you're onto something. Computer duck. It is a crane.
Final round. Now.
If you want the lore on Porygon. It caught me off guard, because I didn't realize until I heard it said, and then I was like, oh yeah, huh. It's a 3D render of a paper crane. Like an origami crane. So if it's based on any animal, a crane would be probably the closest. Looks a bit more duck-like though.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Nice. Stand Fierce is a poke. Yeah, typically any bond that learns TMs learns Toxic.
Are you ready? Go.
Ah yes, they must be throwing poop at you. That is the lore of Toxic. That's how all Pokemon can generate toxic substances. It's with their rancid, poisonous feces. Oof.
You win. Prepare to strike. Now.
I think Shedinja can learn Substitute, which is pretty funny. I think Shedinja has like the same TM list as Ninja or Nincada. So there's some really funny moves that Shedinja can learn. My favorite one is Sandstorm. You can teach your Shedinja Sandstorm. So your Shedinja uses Sandstorm and then promptly dies to sand damage. Thus giving you a free switch into your Sand Rush Excadrill, I guess.
Engage.
Ah, would Reversal Super have worked? I feel like it would have. Ken didn't try it. He knows better than me. Oh yeah, Final Gambit. You get that one too. That's a funny one. Final Gambit's a hilarious move if you have it on a mom with decent HP. The main mon I usually see it on is, I think Shuckle of all things. because once your Shuckle gets up its rocks and its webs, you basically just want it to die as fast as possible. I think some crutch like kicks are special cancelable, yeah. Light normal combos were kind of longer in that game, so in SF5 if you do crutch light kick, you usually only have like a link to crutch light punch and then like a cancel straight away. But in SF6 you can do something like low short, like stand jab, stand short, or low short, like low jab, stand short, low short, stand jab, stuff like that. You've got a lot more freedom. They made that almost better. I think Chun-Li can do repeated low shorts into like EX legs or something, for example, though. Like SF4 almost. Except EX legs is basically a completely different beast.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Chun-Li was really fun in SF6. I really want to... My time playing Chun-Li in SF6 made me really want to see a good Chun-Li player. I want to see Chun-Li in like a year's time. I want to see how she looks. I want to see like the fucking Valmaster Chun-Li. Excited for that.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Whoa. Both keep going for it. It was unfortunately not point blank, which made it harder. Oh, roundhouse struggle. Usually see people do like an uppercut or stand forward there. Roundhouse is better than forward, but a bit more specific. Nice. Still winnable for Yang. Not gonna be fun though. Oh, it's a good start. Oh, command grab. I was gonna say command grab, like, I would have done it and I would have died too. Command grab one on the spot if it hit. Whoa, the sub. Thank you. I love that confirm for some reason. Just kind of cool. It's not even that strong at all. It's your max conversion from that particular TC. I never actually fought Shadow Lady. I fought all the other bosses, but I didn't fight her.
Now. Are you ready? Go.
You should have a hard kick. Wait, winnable? Nope. We get on the mystery super art. Good punish. Where's the super confirm from that low forward fireball? Whoa! Sits in even combo. Okay. Oh, the backed out. One kind of annoying thing about the back throw is it replaces whatever your throw would be. Like Necro would probably prefer to get a neutral throw there. But he got a side swapping throw instead of the throw that like leads to a combo in the corner. Nice. Whoa. Wake up SA3. Did quite a lot. Yeah, I gotta go remake that. I took that down when I got the copyright scare. And I've been meaning to re-record my own version where I sing it instead of just linking someone else singing it.
Prepare to strike.
I could just do that on any given day. Yeah, it's leaving summer, but you'll be in my thoughts. People rarely bring it up because no one scrolls down. Fuck Akuma players. I'd be livid. I wouldn't shake his hand after this match, just because of that.
Enter the heat of battle. Go for it.
I have a nice singing voice. I've had people tell me that in my time. Oh yeah, special sub. That one was me playing DDR, I think. I don't remember taking that down. I don't know why it's not working. It was not working.
Final round. Engage.
Oh, I just took it off. He did that so deliberately, like it worked. And then it just didn't work at all. Was he too slow?
You win.
You wouldn't do that if it didn't work, right?
Fighters ready. Engage.
That's like something I should take to the labs to see what the fuck is supposed to happen. I haven't actually played SF3 in a minute. A little bit I want to play, but also I don't. I feel like if I start playing, I'll play forever.
Fighters ready. Engage.
About 30 minutes left of this video. I might hop onto some Fightcade after. Whoa, got a forward dash. Backdash into super, trying to catch like a throw tech or something, and he got a forward dash. Feels like every hit of EX Rec X a blast one. Wow, crouch free anti-air. Hard to use that well. It's very slow to get the upward hit. But Necro's jump is very slow, I suppose.
Fighters ready. Engage.
I have such little free time these days that even streaming feels, I don't know, like I'm wasting it. Playing 5K seems like I'd be wasting it even more. Happy little juggles.
Enter the heat of battle. Go for it.
Step 1, become the best third strike player in the world. Step 2, play on Fightcade, then you won't have anything to be afraid of. Except lag. Run around. That combo's kind of whack. It's actually the medium version of the roll, even though it hits instantly. If you do the light version, the uppercut just whiffs. Nice, confirm. One more of those and you win. Oh, he didn't even confirm that. He didn't even try and confirm that. Ah, fuck Yang. Oh, this kill? Yeah, actually.
You win. Now. Fighters ready.
The cat. But the Dudley's here, and he's not gonna let that take that line down. Whoa, close spears. He tried it again. Same ass mix up. He's like, that roundhouse didn't work last time. It'll work this time.
Are you ready? Go.
That roundhouse resets again. It's very rewarding. Wow, what a chase. That one as well, actually. Oh, he had super confirm. Every one of those is a super. Wow. Oh my god. He was going to super cancel that too, I'm sure of it. He was like, here, hold this chip. Quite a decent option at endgame. Chances of being parried are pretty low. And chances of them even blocking it are not necessarily that high. They could take a throw right then. And if you run into something, you probably are eating no worse than low 4-3 Rekkas. Yang's a good character, but he doesn't have... His comeback factor basically hinges on him getting a few EX Rekkas in a row, which is not always easy. Not a huge comeback kid. He can do it. It's possible. But the lack of like a huge burst damage super makes it hard.
Alright, that's cool. Final round. Engage.
That actually punished? Nice struggle. Oof. Oh my god. 12 seconds. It's like, oh, you got a nice little anti-air super there, and then you died instantly. Makoto is like the huge comeback character. I actually made a tier list on that on Twitter. I made a SF3 robbery tier list, which is I think what I uploaded it as. But Makoto and Aura are my top two for characters that can steal around. Dudley's also in the top tier. And Yurien and Chun-Li. As long as they have super, those 5 characters can just win. Doesn't matter what the health is. Palm into SA2 is like my favorite Yang combo. Especially after a taunt, it just hits like a train. When Yang usually doesn't have crazy high damage, that one is satisfyingly high. Yang has a lot of combos I like a lot that you rarely see. I like palm into a bunch of Rekkas in the corner. It's very cool looking. Satisfying. Nice, confirm. Oh my god. Yo, that was so sick. How did he know? Oh. He waited till the perfect moment and then just mashed out that super like a fiend. Raw super right as they button press. That was Galaxy Brain as fuck. Unfortunately, he died immediately after. That's like that homogeneous with the two Kens, and one of them does round start dash in SA2. So the first dash in already got him like point blank. The second dash in was just there to make the opponent's Ken press. And then he did SA2 as soon as the second dash ended, and it hit. What a jump in. Did that even combo? 8 hits. I think EX Machine Gun Blow is 6. So that should have all comboed. Nice. Ah! He wanted that grounded connect. What the fuck was that? Failed super, I guess. Wow, what a fucking good shimmy. Oh, never mind. Yes, can I say 2 was bad. Ken probably has the freest pick of any character in this game on which super he should use. Because he's got one like 10 out of 10 super, and then 2 very mediocre ones. Nice. That seemed to do a lot.
Fighters ready. Engage.
I don't know. Comboing from overhead is a big deal. Comboing from low strong is a big deal. Picking up 3 fin punishes is pretty nice. SA1 is like faster than SA3 technically, but the reach is so much worse that you can't do anything with it. The Tism, huh? I don't think I've ever seen a car Shinryuken. Maybe in like KYSG's video. Ooh, looks good. Thinking about life right now, because that's just a reaction punish. As long as Akuma picks this super, he can do that. That does a grip. Oh, it's gonna go over. What a funny punish. Yo, that was sick. The air fireball super on reaction to the fact that he jumped was galactic brain. That being said, I think he was just gonna die to the air fireball, but you know, having the super there made it even cooler. The more I watch these, the more I'm kind of getting slowly convinced that maybe Akuma can get away with picking his other supers. The damage increase is pretty notable, I gotta admit, over SA1. People always pick SA1 because it's got the highest chance of using it and it's the safest. Highest chance of running into an opportunity where you can use it, rather. Oof. The high connect demon flip dive. I think Rennick did that on YouTube. He did like character primers for the various characters. I don't know how good they are. And he did it like 10 years ago now. Oh, the red Parry. Just watch good players play the characters. I think you can just like Osmos in this game. That's what I did.
You win. Now. Prepare to strike.
I learned this game with no like written guide and no no training mode. I learned purely in like versus human opponents. It's a very organic way to learn. Nice. That being said, there are YouTube guides for various characters. I've done one for Ryuken and Alex, but you know, if you don't want to main one of those three. Red parry is a parry out of block stun. If it's a true block string, you can parry during the true block string, but the window is smaller. A normal parry has 6 to 10 frames. A red parry is 2 to 3, depending on what you're parrying. No problem.
Final round. Engage.
People call it a red parry just because the parry when you parry something, your flash normally turns blue. And people call that a blue parry. Red parry is just red, but functionally it's identical to a parry. It's just a regular parry. It's just got a smaller window to do it.
You win. Now.
Situationally, they're really useful. Particularly if it's a multi-hit attack and the first hit was unreactable, and the last hit can be red parried. Very fucking good red parries to learn. Okay, this probably just kills, huh? With the dizzy. I thought that would have been nice. Probably would have been the difference maker.
Prepare to strike. Now.
No, my mom's making banana bread and I can smell it. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, that drill to get out of the corner. You don't often see Necro players do that. Sometimes. Looks pretty goofy. And now here he is again. People generally in this game fight their way out of the corner just by, like, you know, landing a hit. There aren't that many characters that change significantly in the corner. Urian's the only really notable one, I think. Ken as well, I guess. And, you know, Necro. Like, they both get better combos in the corner, but not that... it depends on the matchup. How bad it is.
You win.
Makoto and SA2... SA2 Makoto and SA2 Oro are almost arguably weaker if they've got you in the corner. Alex... does he have that much stuff that's better in the corner? Yeah, Dudley gets a lot more damage in the corner. Yeah, avoiding the corner with Dudley is valuable. Avoiding Dudley cornering you, rather. Wow, thanks for the sub. Times 21. Ooh. I would say probably Yuri and the Dudley, of all the characters mentioned so far, are the characters where it's most critical to not get cornered. And then maybe Ken. But again, it depends a lot on the matchup too. I'm answering it as an Oro. If I was a Hugo player, there's particular characters I'd probably desperately not want to get cornered by. Such as Necro.
You win.
Or Oro, actually.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Cool job. No, that banana bread smells so good. Is that a fucking deliberate cross counter? Oh yeah, baby. Who does that anti-air and who's ready for that anti-air? Oh. That was the wrong punish. think he could have won on the spot. Oh, that could have been too low short super. Okay. Dudley still got it, but he gave Yang 3 chances when he could have won and won.
Are you ready? Go.
Just side swapping. There we go. Dudley's like, I'm going to keep that corner, please. Why is Dudley SF3 so safe? It's only like minus 13 or something. It's quite annoying to punish.
You win.
Especially because it often doesn't land point blank.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Oh, juggle? Yeah. Love to see it. Necro, anti-air electricity into Fierce or Roundhouse is so fucking cool looking.
Are you ready? Go.
Know how to is a bit strong. Capable of is really the question. It's just 5-4 parries with consistent timing. Ah, that would have killed.
You win. Fighters ready. Engage.
That dizzy bar. Oh my god. That drill. Nice. Build that meter.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Red parry last hit is doable. It's a little scary. Eating the super knockdown is annoying versus Dudley. But the damage is very low. And the difficulty is not very high. Damn, who else here read the first chapter of JoJo Lands?
Final round. Engage.
I thought Oda-san, then I thought of One Piece, and then I thought of JoJo. Oof, these hits. Heavy? No punish though. One hit only. Jillian's finished, yeah. Go read it. It's been finished for like half a year.
Are you ready? Go.
It's my second favorite part after part 7. Maybe I like it more than part 7. Nice, confirm. Love seeing it. Can't stop yawning.
Engage.
I must be broken. It's because I went to bed at 2 a.m. and then woke up at 7 a.m. Because I wake up early now because of the hospital. It's gonna be pouring with rain over here on my drive tomorrow. No, that's the most divisive part in the entire franchise. That's like a very ordinary opinion. I liked it.
You win.
But I feel like I could have made some tiny changes to the writing that would have made it
Prepare to strike.
both be more satisfying and make more sense. then you never want to walk away from any media thinking you could have made changes that would have made it better. Red parry there is quite good, I think. You get like an optimal punish. Stone Ocean, yeah. Get this, I found in my hospital, one of my coworkers was telling me my hospital paid its interns until like a couple years ago. I'm livid. I'm so mad. I'm working a year and a half for free. Why the fuck is free labor legal in any possible way in the United States? Companies are required to pay you in the fucking trainings. There's no way to become a red tech without taking a free internship, so it fucking sucks. It's like, oh, just live for no money.
You win. Now. Are you ready? Go.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, oh no, the hospital's gonna go broke if they don't pay their 6 students. I don't need much. If you just pay me minimum wage, like, for the 15 hours a week I'm there, I can survive on that. I won't be pretty, but I can survive.
Are you ready? Go.
That's $10, isn't it? There's like a big meme, or not meme per se, but someone actually got charged $10 for an individual Tylenol or something. Nice red. That's a good red to go for.
Final round. Go.
Fellas, maybe if we give the hyper rich more money, they might share some of it. Said the hyper rich. I've heard the funny thing about trickle-down economics is that trickle-up economics actually works for the same reason that trickle-down economics doesn't work. When you give a poor person money, they have no choice but to spend it. It immediately re-enters the economy.
Are you ready? Go. Fighters ready. Engage.
Oh, that dash through. Kind of clean though. He did the TC to make it confirm, so he didn't have double DP.
You win.
We must be getting close to the end of this video.
Now.
5 minutes. Then I'll play some Third Strike or something.
Go.
Love it. I'm at a moment in my life where it's the hardest to create content on the internet, but also where I need the most money, and it's annoying. I've had a lot of expenses recently. I had car troubles and then I had taxes.
Into the heat of battle.
And I'm just looking at it like, damn, I don't want to pay that. Nice. I'm sure he had another one. Make a reaction channel. Good idea. Whoa, look at that Urian. He looks like the, he looks like an Aqua Teen Hunger Force animation somehow. Oh, he's got a gun. He looks like something out of the Brack show. Watching him bounce up and down like that. Can you remember the Brack show? Oh my god. Love that punish. High level play. A little bit I was actually tempted to make that Dragon's Dogma video I joked about on Twitter. How many rings do you need, or how many rings do you have to collect to beat Dragon's Dogma? I just posted it as a shit post. But a little bit it sounds like a funny video. Depending on how I phrase everything. Nice. I try to make my character look as much like Sonic as possible. How many rings do you have to collect? I feel like the phrasing is important. The funny thing about that is you can't even beat Dragon's Dogma without collecting rings, or a ring. So it would end up not even being like a perfect playthrough. Oh, he missed the confirm. Whoa, the double! Oh, I didn't hit. The double is my favorite fucking combo in this whole game, is double Necro SA3 combos. That's... I would be mad. If I was that Necro, I would be livid. Jesus Christ. Tatsu just beating low strong by barely squeezing past its hitbox. And then hitting on the fucking... hitting the extended hitbox. That's cursed as fuck. Okay. Double back pierce is the correct play there, I'm sure. Oh, he's saving the meter. Oh, it's SA2. He's not even saving the meter. It's fucking SA2. Jesus. SA2 is a funny meme. Alright, wake up SA2 right here. Oh, he should have done it. It would have worked. Down fierce. Oh, that's why you don't do that. That's why down fierce is not a great button. It's great apart from that. Oh my god, stop! Okay, wake up super. Ken jumps out. That you can jump out post freeze for that super. But it has such little recovery that you actually don't even get a jump and punish on it, so jumping back is a very reasonable thing to do. The roundhouse struggle, one of my favorites. SA2. SA2 is the grab. Alright, still winnable. He just needs an SA2. Oh, Ken played. He's just jumping. He's like, yeah, don't SA2 me. Alright, there's our video. I'm going to refill my sippy cup. And then I'm going to play some Third Strike. No one go anywhere. Everyone stay here.